When a Yid is dwelling and is immersed in the tachlis of bitterness, so bitter on the fact that we are missing the light of Elikus that used to be there. It used to be there in the Beis Hamikdash. When you think about the Beis Hamikdash, the Kehanim, the Leviim, and there were 100 miracles that were open, and how our hearts felt completely loyal to Hashem. We were able to see Hashem. Just like after a person is nifter, all he sees is Hashem. But over here we were alive, and in our life, in our world, we were able to mamish see Hashem. And when you think about that and you yearn for those days, that is helping for the building of the Beis Hamikdash. And especially in these 3 weeks of Bein Hametzarim, the 3 weeks from Shivasa B'Tammuz and then the 9 days until after Tisha B'Av. Shebahem ma'orim klal Yisrael b'yoyser es hatshuka l'binyan Beis Hamikdash. When we awaken the most out of the whole year, it's really hard. We forget. So we have the Yerushalayim Yercha, and we have times that we should remember. And we try to build in our house, we make an amma to remember. And we do step on a glass at a chasana to remember. It's very, very weak. But in these 3 weeks, it's really on our minds. And in the 9 days, it's on our mind more. And on Tisha B'Av, it's on our mind the most. So what does that mean? If this is the time that it's the most on our minds, that we are not okay without the Beis Hamikdash, and we are the most yearning for the Beis Hamikdash, you know what that means? That al kein tkufa zu, he be'etzem tkufas ha'aschala shel bnei Beis Hamikdash. This is actually the time where it's happening. In these 3 weeks, the 9 days in Tisha B'Av, is the Gagum is the highest, and that's what's going to build the Beis Hamikdash. So now we are actually involving in ourselves in building the Beis Hamikdash. We cannot build the Beis Hamikdash with physical bricks. The Beis Hamikdash is going to be earned by our yearning. And we do the most yearning in these days. And therefore, these days are so chashuv. These days are so important. Not just for the past, but because we're building our future. Umechlal mitzuvas chayves halvavos hamutelas al Yehudi mechuyev hu tamed lechazik ba'atzmu le'or b'libay es hatzipiyah v'atzimoi l'biyas habeis hamikdash l'biyas hamashiach u'binyan beis hamikdash uv'miyuchad b'yoyim zeh shel Tisha B'Av. V'chol kama shehudi magbir es ha'ashtoikigus v'hagaguim shaloi, as much as you, nobody can control you. You have to do this yourself. As much as you can increase your yearning. That's Mekarev the Geula, the redemption, for the Klal, for everybody, and for your own individual redemption. Al derech Maimer HaKosov. In Tehillim it says, David HaMelech said, Mizmar LeDavid b'Yosef b'Midbar Yehuda. When David was in Midbar Yehuda, he said, Samalecha nafshi, my soul thirsts for you. Kamalecha basari, my flesh yearns for you. Shekashahoyu David b'Midbar Yehuda. Rachak mi Beis Hamikdash. David was far away from the Beis Hamikdash. He was in a Midbar Yehuda. He didn't have that light that lights in the Beis Hamikdash. So what did he do? How does a Jew live in Golus? How do you get through the day and night, the weeks, the months, the years? Could you really have fallen so much that we get so wrapped up in the narishkeit, and that's only a result of being homeless? Can we really forget? We're so busy with the weddings and the band, and I got to book a band, we got to go work, and we got to pay. All of this wouldn't be if we weren't thrown out of our home. And we have to beg for it to come back. And instead we're so busy doing everything that we're doing because we're homeless. So what did David HaMelech do? He taught us what to do. When you're far away from the Beis Hamikdash, when you're far away from Kedusha, when you're separated from that revelation on any level. Everybody has times that they felt a revelation at a certain place, at the Kaisel, at Uman, at Mezhbish, at a certain time, at a certain Yontif, a certain Tefillah. We all have those sparks, the revelation that we can close our eyes and we can remember. Some of us have good times in yeshiva. We really learned Basmada. Everybody has those times in their memory. So what do you do when you're far away from that? So listen what David HaMelech did. Sha'av, he drew as kol chiyusay mitzam lecha nafshi kama lecha basari. He wasn't just saying, I miss it, I'm thirsty for it, I don't have it. That was the way he ignited his chiyus. You need to be alive. Either you need to be learning Torah, or you need to be yearning to learn Torah. You need to have a Beis Hamikdash, or at least you need to yearn for the Beis Hamikdash. It's not just, I miss what I wanted. That's actually what ignites inside of you a passion and a pure fire inside of you. You become a different person. You're not just a homeless guy saying, I wish I had a home, and nothing changes. When you say, I wish I had a home, everything changes.